Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving straight into ISO/IEC 42001-2023. Now, I know what you might be thinking right off the bat. That sounds like a super dry, highly technical standard, right? But stick with me because it's actually this fascinating, highly practical blueprint for human accountability in artificial intelligence. As AI becomes more and more autonomous, this standard basically outlines the exact cast of characters required to keep these complex systems secure, compliant, and most importantly, firmly under our control. So let's kick things off with a pretty provocative scenario. If an AI system makes a truly catastrophic mistake, say it spits out a heavily biased loan decision, or worse, a medical misdiagnosis, who exactly takes the fall? I mean, you can't exactly sue an algorithm, and you definitely can't put a server in jail. So is it the data scientists' fault? The CEOs? Well, this ambiguity is the exact problem this governance framework is designed to solve.
And that brings us to our core definition. According to the ISO standard, accountability in AI is the clear attribution of AI decisions and outcomes to a responsible human actor or an organizational body. The takeaway here? AI is never just some autonomous black box acting totally on its own. There must always be a human taking responsibility at the end of the line.
Here's our roadmap for today's breakdown. We're going to hit the accountability challenge, how to build the governance framework, meet the creators and managers, talk about the guardians of ethics and security, dive deep into the lead auditor's role, and finally wrap up with sustaining trust in AI. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Accountability Challenge. Seriously, who takes the blame?
To put this into perspective, just imagine an AI-powered diagnostic tool in a hospital makes a crucial mistake. Accountability ensures that the healthcare provider, not the software, not the algorithm, is liable for any harm caused. If your AI fails, your organization is literally on the hook for it. And that is exactly why assigning clearly documented roles isn't just a best practice, it's absolutely non-negotiable.
Moving right along to Section 2, building the governance framework. This is all about structuring your oversight.
At the very top tier, our cast of characters operates on what's known as a RACI matrix, which, if you're familiar, defines who is responsible, accountable, consulted, or informed for every single action. The AI Governance Board, they are ultimately accountable, providing that top-level strategic oversight to align the AI with corporate values. Then you have the AI Ethics Committee. They are consulted to assess fairness and maintain strict compliance with human rights standards. And finally, the AI Risk Management Team is responsible for actively hunting down and mitigating vulnerabilities like bias and privacy risks. Together, these high-level committees form the essential backbone of any responsible deployment.
All right, Section 3, the creators and managers, the folks actually building the AI.
So here, we have the builders. In our RACI matrix, these are the people heavily tagged as responsible. AI project managers are on the ground ensuring that the actual day-to-day development strictly adheres to the board's high-level guidelines. Then you have data scientists. Their job isn't just about writing code. They have to actively ensure that the training data is accurate, representative of real-world scenarios, and totally free from bias. Finally, AI engineers implement those models, baking in transparency measures and rock-solid security. Every single role has a highly specific duty mapped out. There's no guessing who does what.
Section 4. Guardians, Ethics and Security, the protectors of the system.
Think of these guardians as the shield for the organization. They make sure the builders stay well within legal and safe boundaries. Legal and compliance officers have the incredibly tough job of navigating a complex maze of global regulations, things like GDPR and emerging AI laws, to protect the company from massive, crippling fines. Meanwhile, information security officers are applying strict ISMS protocols to protect the AI models from cyber attacks, like data poisoning, while safeguarding user privacy.
Section 5. The lead auditor's role are crucial external evaluators.
Now, to really grasp the immense value of the lead auditor, you have to contrast them with the internal teams we just talked about. Internal builders design and optimize these systems for peak performance. But, as we all know, you simply cannot grade your own homework. That is exactly where the lead auditor steps in. They provide objective, completely unbiased oversight to ensure strict compliance with ISO/IEC 42001-2023. They're basically checking to see if these ethical controls are genuinely incorporated into the code or if they were just treated as a theoretical afterthought.
So how does a lead auditor actually pull this off? It's a pretty rigorous process. Step 1. They plan and review the scope, defining the exact boundaries of the AI system they're looking at. Step 2. They gather hard evidence.
We're talking reviewing massive training logs and conducting in-depth interviews with the builders. Step 3. They assess the risks and evaluate how effective the organization's controls really are in practice. And Step 4. They report their findings, boldly calling out vulnerabilities and giving actionable, concrete recommendations for how to fix them.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, Sustaining Trust in AI through a Human-in-the-Loop Approach. There is a quote directly from the standard that I think perfectly captures everything we've been talking about today. AI should not be treated as a decision-making entity devoid of human oversight. It's such a simple sentence, but it reinforces the absolute core philosophy of ISO 42001. It is exactly why we have governance boards, project managers, security officers, and auditors in the first place. To actually make that quote a reality in your operations, organizations have to implement robust, human-in-the-loop protocols. This means having crystal-clear procedures to rectify an error the second an AI fails. It means setting up active escalation protocols, so when an AI encounters a weird, ambiguous situation, a human is immediately flagged to step in. It requires continuous performance metric monitoring. And most importantly, it demands unbroken audit trails so every single automated decision can be traced right back down the line to a responsible human being.
At the end of the day, your AI is truly only as ethical and as accountable as the humans managing it. So I want to leave you with this to chew on. Are your organizational roles clearly defined right now? Have you actually built out a RACI matrix for your AI systems, or is your algorithm just kind of operating in a void? Take a hard look at who is genuinely accountable on your own teams. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this gives you the tools you need to build safer, more accountable AI systems. Catch you next time.